Hello and welcome. This is going to be our second introduction to the Google Hangouts Meet the Masters sessions. A few people have gotten in touch with us because they are sort of unsure about the format of the sessions, and we are partly doing that on purpose because we would like to keep the Meet the Master sessions as open as possible, and just see how it evolves, I suppose. What the two categories of questions that we are looking or are hoping to get are going to be research related. So as you will see already, some of the Hangouts have been scheduled, and they've given a title, and we're trying to frame the Hangouts within a sort of common point of reference for those two masters. But we would also hope to get questions that are related to early career scientists and the kind of career questions that we are concerned about. So Amanda, can you help me out here? What do you think, for example, would be a good sort of scientific framework for our next scheduled Hangout?
Yeah, that's a great question. So our first Meet the Masters session is going to be with Rob Surian and Lee Torres, and they're both spatial ecologists that have worked with both marine mammals and seabirds. So you have this kind of mix of perspectives, but they're both they both have applications of their spatial ecology to conservation concerns. So Lee Torres is really well known for her habitat modeling, and she's looking into sort of predictive habitat modeling in relation to climate change models. And then Rob Surian is pretty active in North Pacific albatross conservation efforts, so he's the chair of the short-tailed albatross recovery team. So I think I think the questions we can ask these folks really range pretty widely. So you can get at sort of with all the advances we've seen with biologging technology, what do these two experts think are the missing pieces? What questions aren't being asked now that we can, because we have these new tools? We could also take the approach of asking them. Both of these folks have spent a lot of time out in the field, so can they tell us their favorite field camp meal and how they make it? We also, I think it's really relevant to ask questions that are about getting started in your career. So is there something they wish they'd known when they were just getting started in their career that they could share with us now? So I think there's a lot of approaches you can take, and questions can be related to their specific research. If there's a technique that they've used in one of their papers that you want to know more about, that's fair game. If you want to know kind of more their career path and how they got to where they are, I think that's also valuable information as well. So it really is only limited by the imagination of the people participating, and there's a lot of ways that you can participate. So you can participate in the conversation like we are on the Hangout chat. You can submit comments on the YouTube page as questions. You can also submit comments and questions on the Google Plus page. And Shrew has volunteered to monitor Twitter during the session, so you can also submit questions by Twitter using the MTMSC hashtag. Did I get that right?
I suppose that stands for Meet the Masters of the Seabird Conference or something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
So,
So yeah, we hope this sparks some ideas of just different directions you can go with questions and kind of how you might imagine yourself participating. And we want to get as broad a participation as possible from early career scientists. And yeah.
And there's also, if you have a question that is very specific to one of the persons or the masters rather, then that is obviously something that would work well as well.
Yeah, and we hope the conversation will flow so that, you know, even if you think of a question during the session, you can pose that as well, so we can build off of the conversation that's already going on. Anything else to add for this one?
No, I don't think so. There's when is the next event scheduled for?
Yeah, the next event is March 10th, and I think that is at 1700 GMT. Let me pull that up really quickly and make sure.
1800, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a time change, so I get all mixed up.
But anyway, that will be exciting to see how that goes. And Amanda, do you have anything to add before we close up this second introduction?
I don't think so. So it's 1700. The practice is at 1600 GMT. The live session will be March 10th at 1700 GMT, and that's 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So hopefully we'll all have it together to tune in at the right time. No, well, we hope if anyone has questions, feel free to get in touch with us. You can find more information on which Meet the Masters have already been scheduled at the World Seabird Conference webpage. Just click around until you find the ECS page, and there's more information there. You can also check out our Google Plus page. All the scheduled events are listed there as well.
And if you're super keen, you can already now start sending questions if you like.
Yeah, that's true. Great. Well, yeah, shoot us an email or leave a comment on our Google Plus page, and if you have any questions, and we'll try to answer so that everyone feels ready to participate in the series.
Very good. So thanks for that, and bye from Glasgow.
Bye from Oregon.